he told my uncle that they was going to buy lots of things to cast the demon out of me. Hi guys, it's your girl Steez, and I'm back with another video. This story is not like a dig to anybody, it's not to condemn anybody. Is made from a place of positivity, and hopefully somebody can learn one or two from it. I was on holiday from school because I went to boarding school, right? I've made that video before. My parents had to like run godly errands. They had to like ask my uncle that lives in Olo, Imo State, to come and pick me up to stay in their house for like a few till school resumed. When I went to Olo, Imo State, this is where all the shit went down. So here I was so excited to go to my uncle's house so that I can be able to hang out with my cousins, yadi. That was literally my first time in their house. The first red flag I saw was when I stepped into their house. I saw like this big banner, like this big, like all the way from here to here, of this man, quote unquote, protection. I asked the kids like, who is this? And they was like, oh, this is the church we go to, yadi. And I was like, oh my gosh, like from seeing the photo of that man in that like wall like that, something in me could already tell the kind of person this man was. I was like, somebody that encourages you to hang up his freaking portrait in your house already sees himself as a god. So when we got to the church, like the church is like literally like, I would call it like a big church. It's really, and immediately we stepped out of the car and I just stepped into that church. I just became very numb and cold, like I was shivering, like as if I walked into a shrine or something. I was looking at the altar. It was just decorated with all these like ornaments, candles, crocs. A lot was going on in the altar. Immediately, like I noticed like everybody like stood up, you know, and I said that maybe the man was about to walk in, and then I see like the long aisle that leads to the straight to the altar. I just saw like girls kneeling down like on the side, like you know how like a king is walking by and people are like spraying flowers. So that's how these girls were kneeling down by the side to leading to the altar, and the man was walking in. The man called me up and me that I am possessed, and that he can see a star on my head, like that I've already like got pregnant before, and I already like had a baby. Mind you, I've never had a baby before. He told my uncle that they was going to buy lots of things to cast the demon out of me. And my uncle, being as gullible as he is, was like, oh my gosh, prophet. No, they call him commander. Commander, please do something to help her. Please do something to help her. He was like, okay, fine. You have to buy soap. You have to buy mustard seed. You have to, and mind you, this soap what aka we're talking about in my cousin's house. I saw that soap and it's literally like bar soap. You know this blue soap they use in washing plates, and that is what my cousins use in bathing. And when I came to that house, I was like, why do people use this soap to bathe? They were like, Daddy, commander gave it to us. It's like a miracle soap or something. This is what this man wanted me to buy to use. I was just like literally like this. And the man was like, can't you see? Can't everybody see the star in her? Can't you see the star that is shining on her forehead? Can't you see? Everybody was like, he was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could open all of his eyes so that all of you can see this star in her, like in my forehead. I was like, okay, shoot, calm down. That was funny though. So I feel like he was so pissed that I wasn't like terrified. He was supposed to be handling somebody else's case. He now like left everybody and now focused on me. Like literally called me up in front of the whole church. I was just talking about some freaking baby I don't know about, freaking abortion I don't know about, freaking boy I don't know about. Because I mean, bro, I was going to an all-girls school. He was telling my uncle, okay, how much are you going to give me? Let me cast out the demon. My uncle was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I have like this, maybe I can give you this. And mind you, my uncle is broke, like broke ass. Like I was thinking like, bro, like you know you don't even have that money, so what are you doing? He was like, you know what, the only thing I can do for you, I'm going to like, you know, cleanse her a little bit now. So this man now like called his freaking prayer words, aka little kids that was my age, and all of them like surrounded me. And just what I remember one vividly, she just like finished eating like soup, and the smell of soup was just bulging out of her mouth, and they were just like I was like just like what the heck is happening right now? And then like when when there was like, she knew that they want to touch my hair, I was like, no, please, I don't like somebody touching my head. They was like, oh my gosh, she's really possessed. She's really possessed. And then they ran and went and told him. We went inside the car. My uncle was now scolding me and was like, how dare you look at Commander in his eyes? Don't you know who he is? He's Commander. He makes everything possible. Then we came back. I was like, uncle, I want to just go home, because I was so uncomfortable with all that stuff. My auntie and my cousin was just telling me about all the things he do, how he bites out stone from somebody's stomach, how he bites out lizard from somebody's stomach. I'm on team. Maybe he put those stuff there. And I remember vividly, he's going to tell a woman to spit, and then the woman will spit, will test the saliva and say that her stomach is bitter, her stomach needs to be cleansed so that good things can happen. It's like so many like questionable things. Everybody just flooding that church because of they want signs and wonders. And mind you, all through I was in this church, there was no preaching. They never called Jesus or God. It was always God of his name. And when I came home, I told my mom. My mom and I prayed. I'm not going to deny that God also reveals secrets to human beings sometimes. Like, somebody's not just going to spring out of the blue and just say something to you and you just run with it, and there's no confirmation. You don't even care to open your own Bible. You don't even care to pray. You don't even care to know what God is saying by himself. You just want to depend on somebody else to be telling you something that God is saying to you. Just years later, my auntie was not telling me that she feels that I was right, that man really be doing some magic. So that's the end of this video. Make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and stay out. Okay guys, so as I was editing this video, I was thinking, oh my gosh, like that dude was so obsessed about like the star on my forehead. My name is Stella, right? And the meaning of Stella is star. You know how a secret can be revealed to somebody, right? And maybe the person is not really like sure of the information, so maybe what he was seeing was Stella because he didn't know my name, right? I don't know if that makes sense. That was what I was just thinking out loud. But if you feel otherwise, make sure to tell me what you think that the man was on about.